guys, my name is Yvonne. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you've been here before, then welcome back. I know, long time no video, but I am back and we are going to be making this Katniss hat. This was my very first crochet video that I made, and I wanted to redo it so I can show you guys how to do the full beanie with the Pom Pom and all. Okay, I will be showing you how to do the messy bun, and then we will continue on to create the full beanie. All right, so let me tell you the materials that we need and we can get started. So the materials we'll be using today is Red Heart with Love. This is a number 4 worsted weight yarn and the color is Bluebell. You're going to need your crochet hook. I'm using a size I 5.5 millimeter hook. You'll need a pair of scissors, a needle, and a stitch marker and a tape measure. So go ahead, grab your supplies, guys, and let's get hooking. So we're starting with the brim, and we're going to work a slip knot just like that. Now the directions say to chain either 9 or 11. I will be chaining 11 because for me that gives me a 2-inch brim. So let's go ahead, we're going to yarn over and we're going to draw the yarn through our loop that was on our hook. That's it. First chain, yarn over, go through that loop, yarn over like that. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. All right, for row 1 we're going to be working a single crochet in the second chain from our hook and all the way down. So this one will not count as a stitch, so you go 1 and 2, insert your hook there, yarn over, draw up a loop. You now have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through both. Go into the next chain, yarn over, draw the loop, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through both. And we're going to just do this all the way down. All right, and insert your hook, yarn over, draw it through, yarn over, and go through both loops that are on your hook. I will meet you down here when I am at the end. All right, so my first row is done. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to chain 1, turn our work. Now the first stitch and the last stitch of the next rows, we're going to be working through both loops. Okay, and then all the stitches in the middle, we're going to be working in the back loop. This will give you a really clean edge of your brim when you're done. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So you're going to insert your hook under both loops like that. Yarn over, draw it through. 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through both. Okay, next stitch, back loop only. So if you can see here, you have the front loop and the back loop. Insert your hook into this back loop. Yarn over, draw the yarn through that loop, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through both. Okay, we're going to do this all the way down like that. Back loop only, yarn over, draw it through, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through both. So continue doing this and I will meet you on when I get to the last stitch. So row 2 is now done. So we're going to repeat what we just did. Okay, so let's chain 1, turn our work. Working in both loops of the first and the last stitch, we're going to put a single crochet, and then in the back loops only of all the stitches in the middle, we're going to be working a single crochet in the back loop only. Okay, so under both, and then we're going to be working in the back loops of the next stitches. Okay, just like this. And then when we get to the last stitch, we'll be working under both. So go ahead and repeat this until I'm doing a adult size hat. So I need about, the head size is 21 inches. So I'm going to stop at 19 because this will stretch. All right, so I'm going to end up with about 70 rows, I want to say. So go ahead and stop yours for the size that you want, and I will meet you here when I am done with my brim. All right, guys, I am done with my brim, and as you can see, nice and stretchy, and then both of your edges have the same finish. So let's go ahead. Now we're gonna bring these together and we're gonna close it up. So we're gonna start with the chain 1. Let me zoom in here. And we're gonna be working through both thicknesses, okay? So insert your hook under both loops and then insert your hook under the loops here on your first row that you worked, okay? And then you're going to yarn over and you're just going to bring the yarn through underneath both of those and then through the loop that was on your hook, okay? Again, under both and then under both. And we're going to slip stitch all the way across. All right, so just like this. And I will meet you here when I'm done slip stitching. All right, so I am done slip stitching across. So what we have now is our closed brim. I like this part to be on the inside, so I'm going to flip mine over. And let's go ahead. We're going to start the hat part. Again, I had 70 rows, so I'm going to have 70 stitches all the way across. If you had 68 rows, then you're going to want 68 stitches. If you had 67, then you want an even number. So then just go up and do 68 stitches, okay? So again, we're going to start by chaining 2. That's 1 and 2. And we'll be working on the edge of your brim. So yarn over, and we're going to be doing a double crochet. So insert your hook, yarn over, draw it through. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next little end of your row right there. Yarn over, bring up the yarn over, go through 2, yarn over and go through 2. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next row, yarn over, draw up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over and go through 2. And we're going to do this all the way around. And again, I have 70, so I'm going to have 70 double crochets. So I will meet you here when I am done. All right, so I am done with round 1 of the hat. So we're going to join with the slip stitch to the first double crochet. And now we're going to start round 2. So that one says to chain 2. And we will be working in the front post and the back post of each stitch. All right, so we will be working a front post double crochet in your first stitch here. So yarn over, insert your hook. We're going to put it down and around the first double crochet, and then yarn over, bring it through like this, yarn over, go through 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through 2. That's the front post double crochet. Now the next stitch we're going to be working the back post. So you're going to yarn over and we're going to go through the back and we're going to insert your hook up and back down, yarn over, bring it back up and around, and you're going to end up in the back. Yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, and go through 2. All right, we're going to just do this alternating front post and back post double crochets all the way around. So let's do one more set together. Yarn over, go down and around. This is for your front post double crochet. Yarn over, bring the yarn back underneath like that, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, and we're going to be doing the back post, so we're going to be going from the back to the front to the back, yarn over, bring it through and back like this, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. So you're going to do this alternating from front post, back post, all the way around. All right, so I am done with my last stitch, which was a back post double crochet, and we are going to join using a different method, and I want to say it's the invisible join. So let me show you how that's done. So we're going to take our hook out, and this is the stitch that I'm going to mark, and I will show you why later. Okay, so we're going to take our hook, make sure our yarn is over here on this side, bring our hook through the stitch that we need to join in, put your loop back on your hook. Okay, you're going to grab the yarn and you're going to pull tight, 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 and you're going to bring it through the loop right there to join. What this is doing, it is pulling these stitches together. If you can see that, and that's your invisible join. Okay, so now we are on row 3 of our hat, and we are going to be working a front post single crochet. All right, so how we do that is we're going to chain 1, and I like to pull that kind of tight. Okay, and then we're going to work a front post single crochet around this stitch here, which is a front post double crochet. So insert your hook like that to the to the back to the front, yarn over, pull it through, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through both. Okay, now we're going to be going in the next stitch, which was the previous back post double crochet, but we're going to just crochet in the front post of it. So just like this, and work another single crochet. Okay, front post single crochet around that post, and the next one, and we're going to do this all the way around. All right, so I will meet you back here when I am done with this round. All right, so I am done with my last front post single crochet of round 3, and so now we're going to do the same join, but only we're going to be going through our front post single crochet and then our previous row. Okay, so how we do that, we're going to do the same thing. Make sure our yarn is out of the way, take our hook out. The stitch marker here, we're going to put our crochet hook in the back of that stitch, and then again in the front post single crochet like that. Okay, so you're going through 2 stitches. Put your yarn back on your hook, grab the yarn, bring it back this way, and then we're going to tight and pull it through and join it. Once you get it through, you want to loosen your tension, and there you go. Okay, so now we're working round 4, which is a double crochet into each of the previous row, okay, where the stitch marker is. We didn't work in these stitches, we just worked in the front post of the stitches. All right, so let's go ahead, we're going to chain 2, take out our stitch marker, and then we're going to do a double crochet in that same stitch because our 2 chains did not count as a stitch. All right, so there you go. 1 double crochet, yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, draw up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, bring it through, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. So continue with double crochets all the way around, and I will meet you here at the end. All right, so I finished my last double crochet, and again I am going to join the way I've been joining with the invisible join. grab your loop, get this out of the way, and then pull that tight and then just bring it through. Okay, just like that. And now we finished round 4. So round 5 is going to be a repeat of round 3, which was our front post single crochet. So I'm getting my stitch marker. I'm going to mark this stitch. I'm going to chain 1, and then we are going to work a front post single crochet around every single double crochet that we just did. Okay, so I'll show you how to do that again. So insert your hook down and around the stitch, yarn over, bring it through, get your little stitch marker out of the way, yarn over, and close it up. Okay, down and around, grab your yarn, draw it through, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through both. And we're going to do this front post single crochet around each double crochet, just like this. All right, and I will meet you back here when I am done. All right, so my last front post single crochet is done, and now we're moving on to round 6. So let's go ahead and join, which again we'll be joining from the back. So from here on this stitch, and then we're going to go into our front post single crochet, and let's grab our loop, put it on the hook, and you want to pull the yarn tight and bring it through just like that. And once, like I said, once it goes through, you want to loosen up your tension. Okay, so now round 6 is going to be a repeat of round 4, which is double crochet into each stitch around. Okay, so let's chain 2, and then in this stitch here where our stitch marker is will be our first double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook into that stitch, yarn over, draw it through, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Yarn over, go into the next stitch and work another double crochet, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, and go through 2. And we're just going to do a double crochet into each stitch around. All right, so go ahead and finish your double crochets, and I will meet you here at the end of round 5. I'm sorry, the end of round 6. All right, so I finished my last double crochet. Now on this one we can join normally, or you can join the way we've been doing it. So we're going to go ahead and join with a slip stitch. Now we're working round 7, which now what we're going to be doing is repeating the rows that we've just done. So we're going to be repeating row 2, which is a front post double crochet and a back post double crochet. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and then we're going to work a front post double crochet in the next double crochet, just like this. And then we're going to work a back post double crochet into the next double crochet. So we're going to go from the back. Insert your hook, just like that. Okay, yarn over, and we're going to do a front post double crochet and a back post, and we'll be alternating between front post and back post all the way around, and I will meet you back here when I am done. All right, so I am done with round 7, and now we're going to join. First of all, I'm going to join this way again, do the invisible join, but I'm going to mark my stitch, bring my hook that way, like that, and join. And now we're going to be repeating round 3, which is a front post single crochet around each stitch. So let's chain 1, go down and around, bring your yarn back through, yarn over, back down and around, bring your yarn through, yarn over, and go through both. Okay, so we're going to work a front post single crochet around each stitch, and I will meet you back here when I am done with round 8. Alright, so I am done with round 8, so let's go ahead and we're going to do the invisible join. So taking your hook, bringing it through the back, and then to the back of the first front post single crochet, and then we're going to put this back on, grab your yarn, and then pull it through. Let's do that tight. There we go. Now round 9 is going to be a repeat of round 4. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to start with the chain 2. Again, this won't count as a stitch. Remove your stitch marker, and we will be double crocheting in each stitch around. So yarn over, insert your hook into the same stitch, yarn over, bring it through, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, bring it through, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. And we're going to do this all the way around. And I will meet you when I'm done with round 9. Alright, so I am done with round 9. So I'm going to do the invisible join. And let's see, pull that tight. There we go. And I will be marking this stitch. So now we're going to be on round 10, which is another repeat, and we're going to be repeating row 3, which is the front post single crochet. Alright, so let's chain 1, and then working in the front post, we're going to do a front post single crochet, just like we've been doing. Okay, so in the front post, down and around, bring your yarn up, yarn over, go through both. Okay, so we're going to just do this all the way around, and I will meet you when I am at the end of my round. Alright, so I am done with round 10. So now we're going to join again. I'm going to go ahead, bring that through the back and through the front to the front post single crochet there. Pull tight and bring that through. Alright, so now we are working round 11, which is another repeat, which is round 4. So let's go ahead. Round 4 is double crochet in each stitch around. So go ahead and we're going to chain 2 and remove our stitch marker, and we're going to double crochet in that same stitch. And in the next stitch, and all the way around. Alright, so we're going to do double crochets all the way around, and I will meet you here when I am done. Alright, I'm at the end of round 11, so let's go ahead and we're going to join. And now we're going to start round 12, which is a repeat of round 2. So let's go ahead and we're going to chain 2, and then this one is going to be front post double crochet and then back post double crochet, alternating back and forth. So front post and then back post double crochet, and next stitch is going to be front post double crochet and then back post double crochet. And you're going to repeat that all the way around, and I will meet you here when I am done. Alright, I am done with round 12, and now we're on to round 13, which is a repeat of row 3, which is your front post single crochet into each around. Alright, so we're going to chain 1, and then work your first front post single crochet around that front post from the previous round, and then go into the next stitch and work that front post single crochet, and we're going to do this all the way around. All right, so I will meet you when I am done with my front post single crochets. All right, guys, so I finished round 13, and I had forgot to mention to mark your stitch. So let's go ahead and we're going to do the invisible join. So it's going to go back here, and then in the first front post single crochet, and close it up and tighten that up just like this. All right, so round 14, I did add another round from the previous pattern. Okay, so let's go ahead, we're going to chain 2, and we're going to repeat round 4, which is double crochet into each stitch around. All right, so let's go ahead, in the same stitch you're going to double crochet, that's one, and then double crochet in the next one, and we're going to do this all the way around. All right, so I'll meet you here when I'm done. All right, guys, so I am done with round 14, and I already joined. We're going to go ahead and mark that stitch, and we're going to do round 15. Again, this is different from the original pattern. So let's go ahead and we're going to repeat row 3, which is our front post single crochet. So let's go ahead, we're going to chain 1, insert your hook down and around the double crochet stitch, bring that through, yarn over, and close it up. Okay, that's your first single crochet. We're just going to do this like we've been doing all the way around. Down and around, pull your yarn through, yarn over, go through both loops on your hook. All right, so let's just front post single crochet around each stitch around, and I will meet you here when I am done. All right, guys, I'm done with round 15, so let's get the tape measure out here, and I am close to 7 inches, so it's a little over 6.5. So now we're going to start decreasing. Okay, let me zoom back in. So what we're going to do, okay, so the directions say for rounds 1 through 3 we're going to decrease. I had 70 stitches, so I'm going to do 4 rows of decrease. All right, so if you had close to what I did, then go ahead and do 4 rows. If you had about the same, the 60 or maybe 62 or 64, then just go ahead and do 3. Okay, so let's take that stitch out, stitch marker out. We're going to chain 1, and then we're going to single crochet into that same stitch, and we're going to single crochet in the next stitch. All right, now we're going to do a decrease, and that's worked by going into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, insert your hook in the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through all 3. Okay, single crochet into the next stitch, single crochet into the next stitch, and then decrease. Insert your hook, yarn over, bring it through, insert your hook, yarn over, bring it through, yarn over, go through all 3 loops on your hook. So you're going to repeat that all the way around. All right, so I'm going to do 4 rows. I will meet you here when I'm done. All right, guys, so I finished my 4 rows of decreasing, and let's measure it out now. It is close to 8 inches. All right, and the opening, I have 23 stitches up here, and it's close to 4 inches, the opening right here. Okay, if the hair is a little bit thicker, then you might want to leave a bigger gap, but this one looks like it's about right. Okay, now if you want to leave this as a messy bun hat, then you'll go ahead and stop right here, and then you're going to finish off, and then you're going to weave in your ends. But I'm going to do a full hat so that you can see how to finish it to make it full hat with the beanie and everything. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I had 23 stitches here. So what I want to do now, let's see, is we're going to do another row of decreasing. Okay, so we're just going to do what we were doing. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to single crochet in the first 2 stitches, and then we're going to do a decrease. Okay, same as we've been doing. So go ahead and do another decrease, and I will meet you back here when I'm done. All right, guys, so I ended up doing another row. So I did 2 more decrease rows. All right, so I ended up with 13 stitches. So let's see, we're going to go ahead, we're going to finish off. Okay, now let's sew the opening together. I've already done a pom-pom. Now I came up with this idea, and I have no idea if it's going to work, but I wanted to try it here because I thought it was a great idea. Okay, so let me tell you what it is. So I made my pom-pom, and I do have a tutorial on how I make my pom-poms. And what I did is I added this button here on the bottom. Okay, and I want to see if I can just add it in here like that. So that way you can have a removable pom-pom. So let's see if it works. Let's see if my idea works. So we want to close up this hole. And let's see, make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm taking my needle and I'm going to go through the front loop of each stitch around. Just like this. If this doesn't work with the idea that I have with the pom-pom, then we can just add the pom-pom your normal way. But I just wanted to try this because I was thinking about it, and I thought I'd share it with you guys since I am recording. All right, so we're just doing this, and then we're going to be pulling. Okay. That, and let's just do one more. All right, so you want to pull it closed, but you want to make sure it's not too tight. Now let me see, because you want to add your pom-pom with the button. Let me zoom out. So let's see if this is going to work. It might be too tight. There we go. Okay. So there we go. So I got it through. There we go. It totally works. So then what you're going to do is you just want to make sure, let's see, we can take it out. Yep, there we go. Just like that. So you're going to go ahead and we don't want to close it all the way, so just go ahead and sew back and forth. Want it a little bit tight because you want to make sure that can go in and out, but then if it's going to stretch, that way you can remove it when you wash it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and snip that off. And then I can show you how I added this on here. It's really easy. I'll just have to grab another pom-pom and I'll describe it to you guys. Let's see. Let me grab this other one. And this is already, I'm just going to have it go up to my pom-pom. Just like that. And then just trim. Like that. And this one I can just trim down here. There we go. And at least you want it a little tight so that it could fit in there. Hopefully I didn't hopefully I didn't do it too tight. There we go. All right, so lesson learned, you don't want to do it super tight. I did a little bit too many stitches, but that's all right, because when you're pulling it in and out, you can see right there, you still can get it out. All right, so let me go ahead, let me grab another pom-pom, and I will describe how I attach the button to my pom-pom, okay? All right, guys, so this is how I'm going to attach the button to my pom-pom. So I have the two right here. This is about a 3/4 inch size button. You want to weave or put the yarn through one of the holes here, and then you're going to add the other one here. Okay, now you don't want to push it down all the way, and then you're going to put it through this one here like that. Okay, and then you're going to take this one and thread it, and then put it in here like this. All right, now this is the kind of the hard part. Now you just want to kind of push it down. You don't want it all the way down, and then you're going to pull your ends to tighten it a little bit like that. Okay, and then what I did, just to secure it and make it not so floppy, is I just took both ends and I just went around and around, and then I took one end like that, and then I tied a knot like that. Okay, on both sides. And then you're going to hide those inside your pom-pom, or you can just cut them right there, and then you have plenty of room to attach it to your hat. So I hope this was a helpful video. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to be doing some more videos. I got a few coming up in the next couple weeks. I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial of the redo of the Katniss hat. Again, this is such a popular pattern. Thank you to Diana for sharing it. So thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Happy crocheting, and I'll see you next time.